Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with Ready to Fight, freebets.com, Forge Irish Stout, Empire Fight Store. We are here, H Boxing in Belfast once again. Before we start talking and gabbing away, how's things, bro? You good?
Happy New Year to you as well, Matt. Always refreshing seeing your face. Yeah, very good start to the year. It's a Matchroom start to the year, do you know what I mean? They do put on a lovely show in it. It's class. It's organised. I just texted Frank a while ago saying that it's refreshing to have some organisation around me. So it's good.
Absolutely. You've got that, obviously, in conjunction with Conlan Boxing. You've got Kurt Walker out on the card. Short notice fight, but Kurt says, look, he's bang up for this and he hopes this will sort of kickstart him into some big fights. Yeah,
100%. I think he knows, I know, this is kind of like the last of the whole building fight. Do you know what I mean? This will, inshallah, take him Saturday to 10-0, and that's the last of all like the building fights. And then from there, this is what we planned. He's been managed really well by Mick and Jamie, and we've had loads of tough South Americans in front of us. And he's been doing what he needs to do. And this year we step up the level, we step up the gear, and go for them guys that have got a ranking on them.
I spoke to Kurt, and you know Kurt's not a man of very many words. He tends to like to go in the ring and do his thing, bounce and leave kind of thing. And I said, look, is this year about, get this one out of the way, and then we really see whereabouts you are in this pecking order of fights in terms of the titles, picking up a title. When I spoke to him, he mentioned the name. He says, yeah, look, get this out of the way. I want to be in there. I want the likes of a Hopi Price, who's, being belts and stuff like that. He says, because I want to see how good I am. I think I'll go in there and beat Hopi Price. I want to see how good I am. As his trainer, are you happy with him saying that? You think that's the next step, Hopi Price, that's the next logical one?
Definitely. In all honesty, from at least about half a year ago, from 4 fights ago, we knew that his style of matches, he needs someone to come for him. He needs someone who's actually going to commit to throwing the jab, someone who's actually going to have a try against him. And that's ultimately where you get to score those timing shots and work towards a game plan, use a bit more ring IQ as to having those guys who are really tucked up in front of you, hands up to their foreheads and just trying to walk you down. And I agree with him. I think this is the year, this is what the plan was. The year was that now's the step-up year. The step-up year is now. And I think he's well ready for all of those type of names.
Do you think because, obviously, when he's going into these fights, with the calibre of fighters he's having now, they're going to survival mode a little bit, and as you go up the ranks, you get people who have a bit more confidence, they open themselves up a bit. Do you think, in terms of like the outside looking in, you'll look and go, maybe, Kurt's not a puncher, but maybe it's just a case of, the type of fighters he's going in with, and as he goes through the ranks, we'll see more of that power, we'll see more of that sharp shooting. Is that what you expect?
100%, that's bang on. Matt, you should go into management, mate. No, I'm joking.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day, but that's exactly how it works. That's the way it is, isn't it? It's you have to build your fighters. I was saying this even about Ibrahim Spider yesterday, talking about Khalid or other fighters that I'm involved with or working with, that there's a building stage. That's what management is about, and that's what turning over pro is about. There's the building stage. There's, okay, cool. Can you look like a pro? Are you shaped like a pro? Can you now do that against someone who's going to take it? For how many rounds can you do it? It's a big step up just between the 6 rounders and the 8 rounders, and to make sure that you're staying focused against a guy who is going to have a little try, maybe around 7 and 8, just throw a little bomb over the top. So I think this is the year that he does that step up.
You worked with a lot of fighters, we sort of touched on it last time. What sort of news, and have you got any further updates on the people that you're working with, maybe when they're getting back out?
Yeah, so we got Khalid Ali, the Bengal Tiger, out he'll bring the Brick Lane Massive out on February the 10th over in Copper Box under Hamza Shiraz's card. Then you got Ibrahim fighting on the Indigo on the same night. So that's massive. That's excellent. Do you know what I mean?
On the same night.
On the same night. So I can't be in 2 places at once. But obviously, I'm in the gym with Khalid every day, so I'm gonna do that. I know Ibrahim will get the job done. Kurt's back here fighting for a title. 23rd of March, I believe, has been booked in. I was the first to leak that, Jamie. You know what I mean?
Jamie's gonna be going, just wait for the announcement. But we're hearing round there.
So Boxing Social got that first. So 23rd of March, back in there, and God willing, that's for a title shot. And there's Assalamu alaikum, Sonny Edwards. Go on, Sonny. It's good seeing him around. You know that, very very good seeing him around. Soldier, top boy, man. He's a local boy as well, man. Top boy. But yeah, back and forth title fight, inshallah. I think that puts him back on the midst of everything, and mate, that's a statement within itself. And then come summer, let's see what that holds.
I think we may as well touch on it. Last time we were here, Michael Conlan, Jordan Gill didn't go to plan. Everything in terms of preparation for Michael, obviously I've spoke to him, I know you'll have spoke to him regularly as well. It just weren't his night. I don't think he knows what's next. I'll speak to him briefly, but in terms of just what he's done for Belfast, in terms of boxing over here as well, and the mark he's made on the sport, just talk to me a little bit about that, because I know it was one of them sort of somber moments after the fight where it's like, don't think a lot of people saw it come in, and look, we have to say, fair play to Jordan Gill, he did what he had to do on the night, but in terms of your relationship with Mick, just talk about sort of his impact on boxing and on Irish boxing.
There was a lot of questions in one day, so I'm expected to answer all of them. So first things first.
You're the man for the job, though.
I'm the man for the job, because I can talk for days. I believe what Mick and Jamie have done, what Conlan Boxing has done for Ireland, for Belfast, unbelievable. I had that conversation with one of the drivers on the way up. So the drivers that Conlan Boxing used to use, now Matchroom are using them, right? Exactly. And I said, can you imagine, like, this is all the works of what Conlan Boxing had done, right? Had another conversation with some of the other guys, and they were like, look, boxing needs to stay in Belfast. That's all thanks to Mick. So what they've done and the doors that they've opened for Belfast, unreal. Do you know what I mean? Unreal. Like, and when they say that boxing is one of those sports that unites people, with all the politics that goes on these lands, right? Like, they have done an amazing job, in my opinion, of uniting the people together and bringing boxing as that thing to unite them. Mick not having his night, I come to realise that it has to be hard. I actually said this to you last time. It's hard. I believe it's hard being Mick, because you don't get a break. And when you sell, and when you got the people that love you, the amount that they do, and they come out to watch you, right? It's always hard to try to come back and just have like a stepping stone fight, right? So the pressures that come back every single time, they're amplified. They're amplified like on a crazy level, right? And unfortunately, that's what it is. I think, in my opinion, I don't think he took Jordan Gill that serious. I don't think he took Jordan Gill that serious. And then when you hear what Jordan Gill was fighting throughout the whole year, and that was the fight of Gill's life, that's what it was. You know what I mean? You had one person who, I've seen the spars between Gill and Mick, and massive respect to Gill and anyone who jumps in the ring, but I've seen all of those spars they're all on my phone, between Gill and Mick, and I used to see how those goes down. And then when you jump in the ring with that person, I think it was just too soon, in my opinion. As far as what's remaining for Mick, I'm a brother to him, so I'll always stand by whatever his decision is. People can say punch resistance and this and that, and that's gone. Yeah, exactly. They say opinions are like people's backsides. Exactly. So leave people to their opinions. My thing is this, right, is that he's a man and he's a man's man. And I believe it's done when he sits his team down and he tells people that this is the last one, and when he says that win, lose or draw, I want this to be the last one, I believe that's the last one, in my opinion, right? But like I said, that's down to him. I don't believe he's not like the normal fighter who you need like 10 people to hold him back from telling him like, no, don't do it, right? Exactly. He's a stable guy. He has a family. He's a family man. He's a sharp guy, man. So it's like I believe he will know when it's done. That's what I'll say. I believe he will know when it's done. I don't think it's done, but he'll know when it's done.
You don't think what?
I don't think it's done, but only he can make that decision. I stand by whatever he says.
I think he's still got a lot left to offer inside the ring.
I think boxing IQ is the last thing to go, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Is that the boxing, as long as you got some serious boxing IQ on you and the body can do it, then I think you need to use that as much as you can. And like I said, you can't fault anyone for what happened that night. The best Jordan Gill prepared, and that's that. I can tell you, Mick might turn around and be like, oh, no excuses and no this and whatever, and I don't want to make any excuses, but no, Mick wasn't him. I'll tell you that now. Mick wasn't him. Mick wasn't 100%. There's a lot that happens behind closed doors that people don't know. And on top of that, I know what the game plan was supposed to be, and Mick didn't stick to the game plan. So I will say that. Mick, and as a brother, I should do that, because him being my boy and him being the man's man that he is, and a proud Irishman, he's going to be like, no, there was no excuses on the night. The better man won. But knowing what happened behind closed doors, yeah, of course, maybe the more prepared man won. But Mick wasn't Mick.
Well, look, it's going to be an interesting ride. I think, like you said, boxing on these shores, it's good that it's sort of getting that uplift now. And we're back to Belfast in quick succession. It feels a bit like deja vu. We were only literally a couple of months back, just before the turn of the year. Look, before we go, have you got a message you want to sign this off with?
Always, brother. Thank you very much. A massive shout out to Pearcom International. Been 2 amazing years, man. And like I said, the support that these guys have given me and staying by me, I hope they see honestly that well, every win is a win for them as well. Do you know what I mean? So massive shout out to them, Joe and Carlos and all of them. Massive shout out to them. Gatsby Law, Sen Lounge and New Era Metals, man. Massive shout out to them. Thank you very much, Matt, for a beautiful interview.
Anytime, H, always give us a lot of your time. Especially obviously on Michael's Fight Weeks, you know, we have the crack, and obviously you let us get access, and you know, always appreciate it. So let's catch up soon again, bud.
Nice one, Matt. Nice one. Take care, brother.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.